Hello and welcome back to Survival Challenge. Right, as you can see, we're already getting these bloody trees shifted because we just have to do it. Things are going a bit slow with it, of course, but this is one of those big bloody oaks as well. I reckon the spruce or pine or whatever are the long, skinny trees are going to be much easier to deal with. I will, in the end, try and get all the trees loaded. Sorry, this car clearly saw that there was a load of trees coming through. There we go. I will try and shift them straight into the middle here, and then hopefully they can take them as they need them. But that is really the only thing that we can essentially do at the moment, is get these trees shifted out the way, because in the next month, which is April, oh my bloody hell, that is something we have to rectify. Another bloody hole. If anyone remembers the beginning, it was on that side. Yeah, it was over there in that field. There was another massive hole that, well, once we cultivate that, we will encounter it again. But yeah, absolutely massive divot in the ground, and threw me for a loop the very first time. I think I might have just gone near it and stopped the time lapse. I think I remember that being that way. Anyways, we've got another big bloody hole to fill in. That is fine. That's fine. Trees wise, as I was saying, I think we just have to get it done. So that's why we're still in March. I'm going to try and get as many of these done. It may end up being in a... oh, come on, you bugger. You serious? Right, I think I can... oh, I can't connect it, nor can I connect it, or pick it up, rather. Well, that's not good. Right, well, we'll sort that one out later, then. Anyways, yeah, I think we need to get all of this done because... let's see, can I just pick this one up? Yeah, it's good. Because that's the last thing we need to do. Everything else is going to be drilling, rolling, harvesting, production things, all that sort of fun stuff, but not really focused on doing tree related things anymore. Because as I say, once that's done, once the trees are all felled and put into the production and the production sells them, we are done with trees, including those productions themselves, which is really quite good. Kind of a relief in a weird sort of sad way, because we've been doing trees like this literally since the beginning of the series, because the whole series was trees to begin with. Every single bit of land that you see that there is either a field or a building, there were first a plethora, if you will, of trees. Right, something's funny now. Is this just one tree too many, even though it's only one tree? That is weird. Okay, we'll just take the one then. Very, very strange indeed. Right, we'll just shift this over here. Now, I'm hoping that we can manage these fairly easily when it comes to just leaving them nearby. Oh, what's happened? Right, okay. Right, technical difficulties. Not really, just hit the bloody Windows key and that'll do it. Right, crack on with that. You can definitely see when I do that, you can absolutely see the difference in the shader, and it's night and day, to be completely honest, with just how good this shader is. And I can't take full credit for it as well. I was happy with the shader that I had initially for all my series, but then a certain David Van Mol made some massive changes to his own sort of variation of a similar shader, and then it just turned into this absolutely amazing shader that we have now, and it is truly, truly fantastic. I much prefer the I suppose you could say more muted colors, but it's more realistic. Everything's very bright and almost too jovial with the base game colors and such. Well, base game shader, I don't know if you can consider it a shader if it's the base game version, but right, we do have some rain now approaching us here. That's absolutely fine. This is a job we can do in the rain, whereas most other jobs we cannot. I'm trying to get this third tree in because we need to get trees shifted, and this is the way we're going to do it. So without further ado, with the rain now with us, right, yeah, that's a heavy load of trees. I mean, with any tractor that would be very heavy, so the fact that we're in constant motion is a good sign. Yeah, let's crack on with the time lapse and see how many trees we can actually get shifted. Well, as you can see, we have made our way over here with another production, and it's an absolute mess the way that this is going. I am trying to climb these trees, and it's an absolute terrible idea. Right, so as you can tell, the trees have made me go completely mental. To the point where, I had to purchase another production just because I knew how many there were, and I want to get it sorted. Once the production is sold, of course, we will have no problems with simply cultivating over this area as if it was never here, and that's a good thing. So everything's out of space until the next hour hits, at which point we'll get a plethora of cash in, which will be really nice. We're literally selling 30,000 liters of wood at one go, and I think that we did make a dent actually in all things. We will leave those trees there. As soon as 6 hits, we will see the money go up, but there are still a fair few trees in the field. But you know what? Comparatively, I feel like we did quite a bit. Now, what my plan is for the next little trees just shooting out to the ground. There's still quite a few over here as well. I think what's going to happen is we're going to hit 6. I'm going to see how many of the... Ooh, crikey, there's trees everywhere. We're going to see how many trees actually get taken by the next hour. We'll actually do that just right now. I do think that it would be for the best if I crack on with this off camera, so I will do the rest of the shifting off camera. Boom, there we go. 205,000. I think we'll have no problem affording a new drill, because yes, I do intend on switching up from the tandems. It was cool to try it once, but it is really, really, really rubbish. I do not like it at all. Here's to hoping, though, that we do find a drill that we can fit to our John Deere, being our bigger tractor. But yeah, as you can see, the productions were full, plus they were full of produced items. So it will be a minute before they're ready again. So in the meantime, for the rest of March into the night, more likely than not, I will be shifting trees around and getting them moved into the productions, and then when we see you again in April, we'll be ready to cultivate and drill in this field. Good morning and welcome to an absolutely gorgeous April morning, and also gorgeous is the linseed. I absolutely love these little purple flowers. They are amazing. The field to our right is also linseed, but it looks quite disheveled as it has many weeds in, which we will tend to this month, or most likely this month, possibly the next, but we shall see. Either way, trees are gone. The trees are gone, and if you happen to look, we have nearly €500,000 in the bank. That is from all of the trees being sold. That took a while. It took all night, quite literally, to shift them over. I did end up, so on the far side there, I did end up placing another firewood production just because of how many trees there actually were, hidden and tucked away. And I'll be honest, when we start cultivating here again, we're going to probably find at least one or two more small trees hidden and tucked away. So I basically have sold off. So just show you everything that's happened. I basically sold off all of the firewood production, save for one, in the instance that we do find some more trees. But once that's done, then we absolutely will get that sold. What I'll do with this area still remains to be seen, but we do have lots to do, so let's crack on with it. Hence why we're up at 6 in the morning. Actually, we did get up at 5, but it was still a touch dark. So let's hop into the class here and see what's what. So as you can see, we've got lots left of the field to cultivate, but also not that much left. This is going to be a massive field, which will require a massive drill. And I have, as I say, I have the intention of selling the tandem drills just because they're not quite what I want. I would prefer one drill that we can do with yeah, just the one drill, even if it's a bit smaller of a width. That is fine. Right, so I'm already seeing a small chunk of tree there that we should remove. I think that's just the wedge bit that, yeah, there we go. So, watch out for that. There we go. Now, I'm going to say we're going to find at least one tree. I tried to find them all again. It was very dark in the night, so, have we already found one? Looks like we found another another little wedge. That doesn't count. I'm talking about like proper trees, but small ones. So we shall see what happens with that. Yeah, essentially what we need to do is we'll cultivate, obviously, which is what we're doing right now. And we do have to drill in that alfalfa. So I'm tempted almost to wait till we have the new drill to do so, but the fact that we need to cut the alfalfa that is there, I don't think it's ready yet. So I'll wait until that is ready to cut. Actually, we should just check. Let's just check. We have that ability. Right, weeds. Yeah, that needs to be sorted. Everything looks so funny. Yeah, we'll get this proper sorted out as well. But it is not ready yet, so that's fine. I do want to get this sorted as soon as possible, but I'm not going to cultivate over this or drill this before that's ready, because that would be silly. Might as well have it all as one field. So we don't really have to worry about the alfalfa as much as I thought. That's fine. I will probably be cutting it on the first ready to harvest stage versus the usual waiting for the next that I do. But we will be drilling it in as soon as we cut it, so that we can have it all nice and ready to go. So yeah, there will be a few of these along the way, and I should get them as we go, otherwise I will miss them. But I think what we'll do now, well, we really just need to crack on. I mean, all we have to do, I say all, but it's a big job. We have a massive roller now, which is great, but we do have to drill this field in. Now, there's been some suggestions of what to put in. Some have said oat. You know, the sort of basic grains. Someone also suggested soybeans as well. That's definitely a possibility, but I think I'd like to do, there's two reasons why I want to do this crop. One is because we only have April in which we can drill it, and two, it was actually a crop that I had drilled in on Deutschland but never got to harvest because of the very unfortunate circumstances of the fire there. It's lentils. lentils have the ability to be grown. Only 1 month of the year can they be put in, and that is April. So I'm thinking of doing lentils in this field. It would be a massive lentil harvest. I don't know anything about lentils, how they sell for and all that. So I think that might be an interesting thing to do. We'll look into it a bit closer. I imagine that we'll get all the cultivating done before the end of April, of course, because we do need to drill, massive drill session and a massive rolling session. However, I think it'll work out really, really well. Basically, the whole episode may be in this field. just being honest with you up front about that. Right, there was a piece of wood that just went flying. I thought it was a squirrel, but it's not. It was a piece of wood which has been thrown... Oh, right there. Lots of little wedges, but no full trees yet. Right, I'm still standing by at least one. There's got to be at least one. I think we'll get this small section done first, and then we'll move on to the big section, but we shall complete the cultivating in a time lapse. Right, so I was actually going to try and get a helper to sort of finalize the field up here, as it's gone on much longer than I was expecting it to go. However, the field doesn't exist yet, so that's why they're not able to help, which is fine, because I'm literally creating the field so that the next time we have a job in the field, they will be able to help without issue. Now, I think the very first time of going around, I'm going to I'd like to do some of the drilling myself, but this field is massive. Now, I know that the drills that we have, I believe they go 18 kph, and it's about 10.5 meters, and even with that, this field would take quite some time. The drill that I'm considering replacing those two with is, I believe it's an 8-meter drill, but it is a direct seed drill, which is good, and it goes 18 as well. So if anything, it might go a bit slower than those, but I feel like with those tandem drills, you do have to go back and rectify. Even if you have the most articulate of helpers or driving skills, you still will have issue on the tighter corners. Now, to be fair, this field is a bit wonky in its shape, but there's maybe one area or two that have more so sharper corners, so it shouldn't be too big of an issue. But at the end of the day, I do much prefer the single drill to the tandems. The only reason I got the other tandem was to test out really how it works, and I do know I've used them before, but yeah, it's just not. I mean, one, we've got cash for it, which is good. We've got the cash for a new drill, which is very nice, and so yeah, I really do think that will be a part of the purchase. And the other thing is that it has to fit behind our John Deere, because I do not intend on buying a bigger tractor. I don't think we need it, and I believe the John Deere's 250 or 260, something like that. So the drill would have to be no more than 240, I would say, at a maximum. But again, the fields are fairly flat here, so it should be fine for that. The farther linseed field does have a bit of an incline to it, but yeah, should be absolutely fine. Right, okay, I'm nearly done this now, so I will just finish up the last bit here very quickly. As you can see, there's like 2 more passes, so that's good. And then it's done. Oh, except for the divot. There is still the divot to tend to. I don't know why. Maybe that was one particular tree that was like very, very in the ground, I guess. I don't know how that all works, but yeah, I did run into it. I was going to clean it up while I was doing the time-lapse, but I thought it would be best to just leave the area sort of uncultivated, and then I would remember to go back to it. As far as trees go, I didn't find a full tree, but I did find a bit of a log, so does that count? I don't know, maybe, maybe not. It's not a tree, so it's a bit of a tree. It's a tree bit, but other than that, it is not a full tree. And we're essentially done the cultivating, which is very, very intense. Only because of how intense it was. Look at that field, it's massive. Crikey, yeah, it didn't seem like it was going to be this big when we were sort of planning things out. But yes, there's our small log there, and then there's this stupid thing. So, let's first thing, we'll just take this over to... I feel silly bringing this to the firewood. This is firewood. I don't think it's going to do much, but I'm going to put it in the production anyways. Oh, right, it's over here. And just see what happens. See if it can go. Oh, stored in. Oh, no. No, now it's gone. Missing materials. Okay, so not enough. That was kind of a waste of it. But we're done. That's it. That's all. That is it. That is all. So we might as well get that sold. And then any other wood that we happen to have or find or whatever, which I don't think we will, can just be sold to somewhere else. Right. And sold. Wow. We are officially, after all that... Oh, it says there's 1,000 euro of product in there, so that's cool too. We've officially hit 500. And we've got more linden as well. That's lovely. Bring that over. I reckon we'll have other... Yes, we do. We've got rose hip and all. So everything is taking water then, innit? It is. That one's clearly got water in. So these ones, I don't think they've gone down because they've been producing for a long time. So I think we can officially now sell this little water tanker that we've had from the beginning. A very lovely little bit of kit there. But right now we need to get this rectified. It's not that bad, but it's still a massive hole in the ground. So let's get that sorted. Just a little bit of landscape. I think we can even just soften it, really. Oh no, that's level. Oh bugger. Oh bugger, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Right, we got to spend some money, right? We got to spend some of our money here. Get that nice and low. I think I might have to recultivate all of that. Ta-da! Look at that, like nothing happened. Yes, let's get this recultivated. I don't know how it's brought out that texture. Maybe because, yeah, no, I don't know. I'm good at trying to explain it, but there's just no explanation for it, really. Blimey, we can see all the way up the hill there to where we did one of our first contracts with the mowing. Ah, that reminds me as well. We need a new mower. We do have the little Husqvarna riding mower, but I don't quite think that that's going to suffice anymore. It was nice for the contract that we did, a very inexpensive way to start doing contracts and doing cutting and all. But I think that it's time for it to go as well. Right, let's get that folded up, and now we can officially look at our map and see how it looks. Wow. That is essentially all of our fields together, and then this one included in size. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, that's a massive... Could you imagine if it was all of this as well? Bloody Nora. But that's essentially 2 plots as well. Oh, I just love how incredibly massive. I don't do big fields. If anyone's seen any of my series, the biggest I think that I was doing for fields would have been on Silver Run, just because we had so much, like a stupid amount of money from all the tree productions that we were doing, that I wanted to do a bit of arable as well, and yeah, I ended up doing that. So incredible. Right, so I think for now we'll just tuck this in here. We do have the fent there ready. Possibly we could get that in the field to do a bit of weeding while we run down to the shop. Because we are going to go and sort this drill out now, so maybe we can do that. Let's do that. And there is herbicide in. Yeah, this is quite a neat bit of kit as well. I'm quite pleased with the tractors we have on this. I know we have a John Deere, I know some don't like it. I'm not a huge John Deere fan, as I've said multiple times. But to be completely honest, I mean, the John Deere is our most powerful tractor. But mixing it with this Fendt and the Class, I think is really nice combination of kit. Really pleased with it, as I've said 1,000 times. Right, let's get this sorted. I think I can still drive in this field. Yes, I can do. It will look so good when they're both in flower. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Right, let's get lined up here. This will at least be something we can get sorted while we run down to the shop to sort out the whole drill setup. I will probably take the John Deere down to do all of that as well. Let's see. Is it 21 meters? I feel like I have to check every time now. It is. That's good. Right, we'll do 2 Edlands. I'll do sharpish because there is a couple of turns. Just in case. I mean, they are fairly smooth, I suppose. Well, yeah, let's go smooth just to see how it looks. And oh, sometimes it'll work if you do it twice. Okay, maybe we need to get in the field more. There we go. Oh, maybe is it because you can't really do... Oh, there we go. Right, 1 headland. How about that? That's probably better. Probably. Right, fire it up. And on you go. Fantastic. Right, now we need to find the John Deere. Where are you, Johnny? Okay, let's get rid of... Yeah, I don't know what to do with this area. I don't really want to put alfalfa here. I suppose we could just put a path from there to here. Straight through, and then just fix that up as grass, or... I don't know. What should we do? What should we put there? We've got that one very sad looking tree there as well. I might have to cut it down as well. I don't know. Let's go put this, tuck this away. Right, we do need to sort out this these bags here. We can use the Class for that actually as well, or the Massey. But let's just put that there for now. We do need to get the drills emptied. I believe they are full of seed and fertilizer. Definitely seed though. Let's have a look. Hello? What's going on? Right, there we go. Bit of seed, bit of fertilizer, so when we come back we can get those, yeah, we can get those filled up with the new drill. So we'll take this lot down to the shop, we'll get them sold, and we'll buy ourselves a brand new drill. Alright, here we are. So we'll get spun all the way to the back here. Get these John Deeres sold. And it was nice. I mean, I quite like them, you know, for transportation like this as well. It's quite easy, and then but it is a faff to get them set up and then make sure you got the right crop type in both and all these different things. But they're not worth much either, even from owning it for a year. But we will repaint and repair the lot of them. And we'll get 4-some thousand from that one. 49, nearly 5. This one will just be over 5. That's good. Okay, so that's not bad. Like 12,000 we got from those two. 10-2. Yeah, with all the adjustments and costs and repair thingies. So let's go to the other side of the shop and get ourselves a drill. So I didn't really look into any other drills, like mod-wise, really. I think ones that we have as either base game or DLCs, or the mods that I've already added in, are going to suffice. So the one I had in mind initially was the what was it now? The Horsch Pronto. Oh, sorry, the Horsch Avatar. The problem is that it is 300 horsepower, whereas the next one, and 12 meters, but the next one has 6 meters, unfortunately. That one does go 15 kph as well, but it's massive. 12 meters is very good. That's 6 as well. This one here is 9. Oh, I've never used this kit before. 225 volts, that's okay, but it is, yeah, see, it's 15 kph. I think the only other one that I would consider would be, yes, the Vadestad at 8 meters, but it does go quicker, but it is 240. What is the John Deere? 261, okay. Anything in the sale? Any big tractors? No? What about large tractors that we have for inexpensive? Oh, they're all very expensive. Yeah, no, we won't do that. Right, okay, let's look then properly. Direct seed drill, 6 meters, 668. I think this is the one. Because this one is 6 meters, but we should be fine with this one, I think. That's my only concern, is the requirement for power. But, and we need to, and it doesn't do fertilizer, but that's fine, because we are trying to do as much of the, what do you call it now? Chopping as we can, really, because we don't need the straw for anything. So if we can chop a crop, then we will. That one does fit fertilizer, but does this one? It does, but yeah, no. We'll go with this. We'll go with the, yeah, we'll go with the Vadestad, because I don't think I've I think I've used it maybe once or twice in the very beginning time of FS 22, sorry. Ooh, 25 on the mind. However, yeah, I think this is the best option for us. So we'll see how it works, and let's buy it. Fantastic, and it will look quite good. The yellow rims and all match, so that's nice. You have a little yellow accent on it, even though it is red and not green. We definitely don't need seed or fertilizer from here. Well, just seed. So let's head back over to the farm, get some seed put in, and look at what we can drill into that field. Alright, here we have arrived back at the farm. Let's try and get these bags first, the ones that are in the field here. Might get them shifted as well out the way. Right, let's get that filled. So I have set it to lentils, because I do want to do lentils, actually, give them a proper try. As I've drilled them, but I haven't actually harvested them. So I should also confirm that it's required, just a regular harvester will suffice for it, because I don't know. So I do need to check that as well. Let's just get this as filled as possible. I've had this issue since the beginning of FS22. I think it might be just the fact that I'm out of the what I mean is basically I have to exit the vehicle to refill the drill. So if I go like this and pull up alongside, right, like I just did before twice, see how it doesn't give me the option to refill, but if I get out, get back in, oh bugger, it doesn't do it again. Oh, because I wasn't close enough. Right, so see how it doesn't show up though, and then I get out, get back in, then I can. I've had that issue since literally the beginning of all time, of FS22 at least. So I don't know. Anyways, let's see about drilling in this crop. It is absolutely massive, this field. We will get items shifted and moved out of the way. I think I might set this up on a course and then sort of work on it myself later, but I'm just curious to see what it says time-wise, because it does show you on with courseplay just how long it takes. So if I do set the courseplay helper up, I can always come in and take over later, which I think I might do. Just want to get it started at least, so that because there are a few things I'd like to get sorted, and this field will be worked on into the next episode as well, not just this one. So I know that it's 8 meters. That is good to know. Right, thank you. I'd say 4 with this massive size field. Yeah, there's a lot of sharp edges, so we'll do sharp for certain. Let's generate it and just see what it looks like. Yeah, I think 4 is good. Yeah, let's close that. Yeah, that's perfect. Let's begin. Now it should tell us that it will take... Oh, it doesn't show. Oh yeah, there you go. Right, so that would be, yeah, that would be a long time. 35 minutes. to do that. So that would be much more than a time lapse. So we will allow it to at least crack on. And look, we're getting it done. We're getting our massive field drilled. And the reason I went with lentils, once again, I know there were other suggestions, but look, we have a very small window of opportunity for it, and also a very small harvesting opportunity. That's kind of why. The nice thing is when we harvest this here, we can toss in some, I was going to say linseed again, but we could do rye, or we can do, oh right, we could do oat. Bugger, I thought that was a winter crop as well. Well, that's fine. At least we can do something else. We can do, if we harvest it in August, we could do any matter of these crops. Might even just do like a barley or a canola as well. I'd like to avoid canola if I can. Maybe rye, something that we can chop, so that we can get fertilizer in for the next time we harvest. But that is underway. It is going well. We will leave it to it. Now I think right, this is all done. Apparently, let's have a look. Allegedly all completed. Oh yeah, looks great. Looks pretty great. Looks terribly fertilized, but pretty great. Don't we have a small thing? I think we do. Right, my plan was to maybe look into liquid fertilizer for this unit. I wonder if it would make sense to have a liquid fertilizer tank and a herbicide tank on the front and just leave the back tank empty all the time, because it hardly holds anything as it is. I wonder. Yeah, I should almost have that as like a part of it, like a yard bit, because I really don't know what to do with this empty grassy area, but I don't, like, I drive through it often, so it'd be nice to have a path. Anyways. Right, well we can get the front of this, because this should be herbicide. Yep, you bet it is. Right, we'll get that filled. And actually, let's empty the rear tank just to see how much fits in there. Oh, maybe there's nothing in it. Oh, it does show as being empty. That must be that one. So if we go here and empty, oh, it cannot be performed. Okay. That's fine, we don't need to empty it. I think we do still, because we've got bags of fertilizer here, so we might as well use... We only have a tiny little fertilizer... Nah, maybe we should use a bigger fertilizer spreader instead of the tiny one, or instead of liquid fertilizer, because we do have... Now that we're not using a direct seed drill, a fertilizing drill, then maybe we should use solid fertilizer. This one's not bad, but it does give us an opportunity to get the massey in the field as well. Right, I think that might be what we'll do, which I know seems silly. Also with this, we are going to be getting it sold when we buy a new harvester, so I think it's got a bit of value on it. 28, yeah, so we'll probably get about 40,000 for all the things with the header included. Nothing here we need. Let's just have a very quick look at harvesters before we crack on. So I was very tempted by a case, only because I haven't really used them. Something like that could be sufficient, 10,000. Because the one we have holds 5,000. And all the other ones are quite small. That one's... Yeah, that one's not much better than what we have. Because the other options are very expensive, but also, yeah, not only from price point, but just from use case, you know what I mean? Like this one it's not bad. I might even look at some new harvesters, because I've added these in a long time ago now, so there might even be some new harvesters on ModHub or something that I'll check out. So before we buy a new harvester, which we don't need until, I don't know, quite some time. Yeah, the first one will be the linseed, but again, I'll try and get these two harvested at the same time. So this linseed field should be ready to harvest in July. The next one should be August, because we did it around here. But at least we have the 3-month time, so I will definitely wait and harvest them at the same time with a big harvester, which means we have 2-3 months before we actually need to do that. This is making some serious progress, though. I'm very pleased about this. In fact, I think... in view, the beautiful John Deere and Vadestad combo, I think I'll leave it in view as we do pop off for the end of this episode. It has been fairly action-packed. This field was filled with trees and bushes and grass not long ago, and now we are literally drilling in our very first lentil crop. So I'm very excited about that as well. But this is where we end the episode. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have done, a cheeky thumbs up always helps out the channel. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.